My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Blueprints. Let me get my allowance here, full 13, thanks to the more giant box in the last episode. I will elect not to head outside again today. Corridor, funeral parlor, or bedroom. I do want to be able to get over to the far wall, but I don't like taking corridor this early, but also I have much better spaces than corridor now. Sure. Give me corridor. It's always left unlocked, but as long as I manage my keys appropriately, it's not going to be a problem. We have office to head out in the other direction. Requires 2 gems. Honestly, yeah, let's get the office. I don't know if I should go in it yet, though. When I get it to spread money, does it spread? Like, if I have the full 45 laid out, right? Does the office then spread more money? If I instead just have the office and, 2 other rooms, will it have to spread the same amount of money in fewer rooms so it's much easier to collect? I don't know, and I'm actually compelled to check because, I might lose some money this run by trying this and it doesn't work like this. But if it does work like this, then I have a good strategy for gaining money every run. So let's spread gold in estate. A modest distribution of coins withdrawn from the staff incentives program. They are distributed in a number of rooms currently active throughout the estate. A number of rooms currently active. I don't think that necessarily confirms how it would respond to that, so I'm just going to do it anyway. Okay, there's now 4 coins here that weren't there previous. I think they weren't there previously. I'll open that. There's 1 coin in that room. Funeral parlor or bedroom. Pretty happy to take either of those. They both head in the correct direction. Funeral parlor. Give me the bedroom. Ooh, coin burst. Every time you collect 3 gold, get an additional gold in interest. Den, guest bedroom, or closet. I mean, closet terminates movement, and then I would have to get the entrance hall to be able to lead me over to the left to get into the foundation. But den, none of these give me a space that I otherwise don't have access to. Give me the guest bedroom. I've got 2 bedrooms already. 2 bedrooms and the magnifying glass. Nice. Already accounted for. Cool. So now if I get something like the servants' quarters in the future, which gives you 1 key for each bedroom you've drafted, it'll be significantly more useful. Hey! 3 coins at the same time, so I got an additional. Workshop, pantry, hallway. I've got to take hallway. Having access to a key relatively early on is really important, but also it opens in all the correct directions. Go check. Oh, hallway closet! An extra item if adjoining to a hallway, and here it is. Perfect. Interesting. Genuine lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. Now, I did create a contraption out of the Lucky Rabbit's Foot and the coin purse in the last episode, and it took both of them away from me, so I lose the benefit of those individually, but I got, whenever you gain gold, gain double the amount, is what I picked up. Also, speaking of picked up, just got a electronic keycard, so I'm not going to have to worry about that as well. Oh, den leads out in all the directions I want, but also, pantry is fine. I already have a way to get to the space that den leads to the left over for here. And some additional money is nice as well because it comes with additional money. I should have drafted the room above the entrance hall while I was there. And give me a lot more confidence navigating the house. Yeah, like these. The 3 that I literally can't do anything with. They all tend me back down the map. That's really unfortunate. So if I don't find something north-facing in that entrance hall, it's going to be a really embarrassing short run for me. I'm going to generate the Nook because I'm unlikely to want to come back to the Nook. But also, right now with, I think guest bedroom has a pawn in it, and office has the king, Nook has the rook. We're starting to get a couple of the chess pieces generated. Come on, don't screw me now. All right, spare bedroom, thank you kindly. Oh dear. Oh, an additional gem is great news for us. Den leading out in literally all the directions I want to go is great. So I could get chapel, but I'm going to be going through this. Well, am I going to be going through this place? The only space I need to move through, or the only reason I would necessarily need to move through the chapel is in order to go back to the office and run payroll in order to deliver money to 2 different areas. No, give me the chapel. Commissary, though. The reason commissary is so hard is because it goes out to the top and the right, so I don't have an easy way to access my foundation, which only accepts entries from the left, top, and bottom. I really want commissary because I have so much money right now, but I'm going to take chapel and try and cut out both to the left and the right. Again, I'm going to try and take my advice here, my own advice here, and draft both of these rooms before leaving. Passageway leads in all the correct directions, and unfortunately has to be the one I draft. Actually, I could secret passage. Yeah. Because I can still draft, like probably not a green room because I wouldn't have the gems for it, but I can still draft something on the other side of that. Most commonly occupying, or most commonly offering north-facing doors. I don't know. I'm going to take the secret passage because I don't want to leave any blank spaces at the moment, but I'm going to try and come back after I have an additional gem. Boudoir at least leads up the map. Den does lead to the corner, but then the problem becomes I need something like Boudoir to lead back up. I didn't want to leave spaces, but it's more important I don't leave spaces on the left-hand side. I'm going to take Boudoir for a number of reasons. 2 coins, lovely. The real reason to come here is because I already know 12/25, the date of Christmas, will open the safe. And I also know that in this safe, I have a ruby waiting for me. I'll open this additional passage before I do anything. Billiard room leads back in a good direction for us. Go check. Observatory also leads in a pretty good direction for us. Give me observatory. This also gives me a night room, which I don't think I had any night rooms just yet. Farmer's apple. Apples are extra delectable today. Both sides, top and bottom, please. Den, yeah, Den in this position gives us the ability to access all of the rooms again. That's perfect. I will head through here because it'll give me a gem. Then a very quick draft to the south. Yep, like a completely blocked room. Very happy to take a coat check to get a telescope. And then I can check something at the end of the run if I really want to as well. No, I can't see anything necessarily relevant about those numbers back there just yet. I'll keep a think about it, though. Ooh. Funeral parlor at least leads out in the correct direction for us. As much as I do want wine cellar, it's absolutely funeral parlor at this point. That is only my second red room. All right, I'm gonna head out in the other direction. I've got enough. Wait, hang on. I'm going to use my telescope to look up at the sky. Farmer's apples are extra delicious today. Key to the bedroom. Bedrooms don't often have that many exits. Ooh, a shop space would actually be really ideal as long as the shop has an exit to the north. Shop spaces don't often have many exits, though. They usually have one entrance and one exit. Let's actually have a look. Room directory. Show me shop spaces. So if I formed the commissary here, it would be out to the left. So with the kitchen, Mount Holly gift shop would be useful. Red Rover, Green Thumb, Halls of Holly. I mean, it's Green Thumb is the one most likely to have a bunch of rooms as well as, sorry, a bunch of exits. There we go, like morning room, immediately. Wait, I haven't had bacon and eggies. But I still get a morning room? 2 extra gems, and tomorrow I will start with 2 extra gems as well. Ah, ivory dice. Yeah. Perfect. Feel a lot better having access to a reroll now. Got to be the West Wing Hall. Gives us the ability to lead into the foundation. And now we're playing safe again. We've got 3 open rooms. Or rather 3 open doors for direction. Veranda. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. And dining hall. But also I have access to that room already. Give me the veranda. Greater chance of finding in green rooms. Oh, and it's a shovel! Boo, 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 boo. Yes, please. I mean, I'm already keen to generate green rooms, but when I have a shovel, even more so. Get an oversized turnip immediately for 6 more steps. Nothing of interest was buried in the next location. I'm going to look to the north. Commissary. Commissariat. Items of sale. I mean, as much as I want to go to the garage, I can't ignore that there's a commissary for items of sale here, and I can... Wow. Of course, it's day 20. Yeah. All items up to 50% off. Annual Maids Day sale. Give me a metal detector, a Sledge hammer, salt shaker. Wow. And I will buy out your gems. No need to come back to the commissary at any point now. Diamonds? It's one of the flags, but I don't think that's related. Well, that's a whole mess of items. I'm not going to put the... Oh, it's not metal detector and shovel that created the dowsing rod. It was navigational compass that did that. Securita. View inventory of all of the items in the house at the moment. There's also a breaker box. I don't need the breaker box because I do have the key card, so give me security. Righto. I'll head over here. I'll amp up the security system a little bit. Phone setting. Excelente. Oh! And then immediately it asks me to use one. I can do that for you. Oh, I do like Cloister. I still don't know how to access the inner sanctum of Cloister. I almost wonder if maybe you can only access the inner sanctum of Cloister if every one of the 4 adjacencies has a room attached to it. Like, maybe that's it. Because it's quite unique that it has 4 entrances and exits. You can use them for either or, I've heard. Gymnasium would head out in a new direction for us, which is nice. Music room cuts off our advancement. However, it gives us a key and another key, and also it solves a puzzle for us. And I'll still have funeral parlor and security as open rooms. Gymnasium's a lot better. Cost me 2 steps to get through. I have the ability to start cutting out in this direction. I can even go down to the foundation for my digging's sake. I'm just going to rely on the music room coming back in the future. This is a much better position. This is a much better draft of this position, rather. Where's... Oh! I'm going to clean that up. Hate someone to trip on those. Ooh, the pool! Billiard room leading downwards as well, my god. Boy. I mean, these lead into the blank space in my map right now, so I'm find it very appealing. Workshop would cut off that blank space, unfortunately. And though I do want to combine inventory items, I do think if I just have a full board, I will have a lot more ability to solve puzzles in this run than if I, you know, accidentally cut my run short. Something that I've done, let's say, once. Or twice, or 3 times, or a dozen. 17 is 17, actually, as it turns out. Curious. And I don't have to know the rules of... What is it? It's a square. Well, because here's the thing, right? It's 25 and then 50 for the outer ring of the bullseye and then the inner ring of the bullseye, but you don't need to know those rules. So I'm assuming it's not 50 plus 4 because I can't click 54. It's literally a square, though. 4 squared is 16? Okay. Okay. So wait, does that happen at the end? So it's 1 plus 3 is 4, and then square that? 16 again? Okay, I'm going to assume it's all of the outside arithmetic, and then you take that number, and if the center is illuminated, you square it. So that's 3 divided by 9, 1/3 squared, a 9th. Well, that doesn't seem like it can be the case then. Because purple was divide, right? I'm gonna be flummoxed if it's not the case. Yeah, pink is times, purple's divide. Okay, so I think that this is telling me that it's not all of the arithmetic outside. It's all of the arithmetic related to the color of the center, then square, then move outside, right? So this is 3 squared is 9. 9 divided by 9 is 1. All right. Silver key? Unlocking a door with silver key leads to a room with many doors. I do like rooms with many doors. You've given me wine cellar finally in a position where I can actually take it as well. A complete dead end. Gotta quickly inspect everything else before I do the very obvious thing. Yeah, so that's the coat of arms again. M1000 CC 100 200 X 10 III 3 1 2 1 3. But I guess that's, is that when the houses merged? No, it can't be. Because this is representative of, well, this is representative of the Sinclairs and Mount Holly. This is representative of Epson. Their families didn't join until, I guess, Marion Marigold and Simon H. Sinclair. And they are in living memory for us. So no, that wasn't 1213 that occurred. Oh, I really wish I knew history. If I knew any history, I would have told you what historical period the 13th century is? Boy. Renaissance? I don't know. Seems like that might have been around there. I feel like I'm one very, very comprehensive history documentary from becoming utterly insufferable. Sorry. More. Let's head back to the Foundation, I think. I've got the other side out security, but I also do have that funeral parlor for 3 keys over that side. I guess I could use my key in security. It's probably better to do it now before I leave. Room with many doors, please. Weight room, lose half your steps for drafting it. Rotunda can rotata. I mean, that gives me the ability to exit from all of the sides that I would need. And I do have a lot of gems right now, so it's not like I need something else, you know? Let's try and draft this one to the north before I do anything else. Ooh. Dining room. I like that. It does, I mean, it's good positions. I'm honestly not even going to rotate this before I leave. Oh, I could have rotated it before I left. I'm very excited to find out what's served for dinner. Locked. Uh-oh. I mean, I'm gonna get the laboratory. Because starting my experiment sooner rather than later is a better idea. For each bedroom you draft after your second, I have done that. A letter will be delivered to the mail room. Ooh. Each time you unlock or bypass a security door, set your dice to 2 is very good for being picky with your late choices of rooms. So as soon as I can get some additional keys, I'm kind of just going to be off to the races again. Cooler is unaffected. Complete Thor. Cooler is unaffected. I still just don't know why that's relevant at all. 3 days you're unable to find the lab on the estate. Fellow technicians Kimberly Thompson. Alright. Keep your secrets. Locked. Figured that was going to be the case. There's something really embarrassing that could happen if I head out through that funeral parlor and it turns out to be locked. I have to go outside and then I would have to hope for a shop that gives me the ability to get keys. It's a little bit narrow. Mm-hmm. Ooh, workshop. Yes, please. You think there's an item in the workshop? It's a battery pack for making contraptions. We've got a new letter here. The letter is E. So we have ALCE so far. Wait, hang on. Is that just giving me the letter for the room that it happens to spawn in? Please don't tell me that's what you're doing. The room we are currently in would have the letter E. Well. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read. The letter is not. Stones cut my hand and letters. I mean, I'm still going to keep recording those, but because it's possible. E is the most common letter in the English language, so it's possible that it's just a coincidence that it's E here, and this is also an E room. But I imagine not. Alright, Salt Shaker. Can't create anything with that. Oh, metal detector and magnifying glass. Metal detector and shovel? A detector shovel. Ooh. I mean, the metal detector is not actually useful, so I'll happily get rid of it, especially considering it becomes a shovel. Metal detector, magnifying glass, burning glass? What the hell? What do you... I'm terrified of that item. What would you even do with that? It can't be here without a reason to exist. Oh, that's confounding. Also, I really want to make the shovel one. Oh, coin plus rabbit foot. We've seen that one before. I don't want it. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea for us. Battery pack, sledgehammer, and then it wants a third item, which unfortunately I don't have. Battery pack, shovel also wants a third item, which again I don't have. Keycard can't join anything else. Lucky Rabbit's Foot obviously can only join the coins plus. I'm going to go with the shovel and metal detector for the detector shovel. I do not want to deprive myself of my shovel, but I do want to deprive myself of my metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. Much greater chance of finding keys and coins when digging. Okay, that's significantly better than both of the pieces that went into it. Like, it can still dig. It gives me a chance to just get better equipment, better items, better drops. And also, on top of all of that, digging gives additional as well. I mean, courtyard goes in the right directions. Obviously can't take the walk-in closet as much as I would like to. Oh, no. I also could have rerolled here because we have the access for that at the moment. Dig up an ordinary key. I do have a Sledge hammer. Yeah, I do indeed. So I can pop the lock off of this. Oh. Key, coin, and gem. Dig it up for a few old coins. Nothing else doing in this room. I can really judiciously reroll here because I have 2 ivory die that are going to come back. I really do want to go to the vault, but I can't just block all of my progress. Oh no, but I have keys for the dining room. Literally never been to the vault, but also if I go to the music room, I have a solution that I can employ. Give me the vault. Oh, my lucky rabbit's foot coin purse would be going off right now. It would have doubled all of that. That said, like, greater chance of finding items, I still think is just very important. It's hard to underestimate. This is giving me like 25% more money. 25%? 33% more money. So, you know. Is this worth 77% difference? I think so. I do honestly quite think... Yeah, I do honestly... I don't even know what the chance of the Lucky Rabbit's foot. It could be plus 5% chance. It could be almost negligible. Oh. Vault is another rook room. That's handy. If I can spawn her ladyship's chamber, I literally think we have the ability to solve the outside puzzle. Oh, found those additional pesky coins there. And we even still do have the metal detector. Now, yep, here are the safe deposit key boxes. I need to get some of the keys to use those. Dining room, 1 out, 1 up, and we will already be in... No, I don't want more money. And then we'll already be on rank 8, so I'll have the ability to... I don't want to draft the pool if I can avoid it here. I would rather reroll. Perfect. Dark room, conference room, and it points out in the correct directions for us. Ideal. No free items in this room, unfortunately. Let me open this door to the north first. Drafting studio. I do think more and more that's like a very important thing for me to get, but also if I don't take library, I'm effectively shutting off the right side of the map. So you'll be giving me library. Also, library gives me the ability to do a little bit more progress. Laundry room. Kitchen food for sale. I do want some additional steps, but I would really like to be able to access this final line, so I'm going to reroll. Dark room. I wouldn't be able to tell what plans I'm drafting from there. I don't have a switch for turning the light back on. If I re-roll and I don't get a plan that goes north, I'm already screwed. Maybe I should just take the walk-in closet and then get 4 items, head back a couple spaces. Yeah. Also, this is another Lady Clara's room. There's no way this is a queen room, right? No. Single pawn. Dang. Oh, we can have a safe deposit key. Yeah, that. Look, that's absolutely enough. I'm chuffed with that. I will happily head my way back to the vault. and finally have my curiosity sated. Hang on. Went the wrong direction. It is 304. 304. Oh, 3 gems, an upgrade disc, and a passport? Oh, passport from Fenares. And we've seen that symbol before. That indicates that you are from Fenares with that pentagon in the center. With the radiating lines out of it, you have indicated that there's 4 of those lines. Hang on. Let me get to my tracked information about this. So in the Realm book, the top is 8 rays, indicates a ship, and then 2 spaces below that, there's 4 entries on the pages. So the third entry says 4 is Rough Trails / horse. So I'm assuming that it goes 8, 6, 4, 2 down in order, which means that 4 is Rough Trails horse. Sorry, that's already confirmed. It would mean that 6 is carriages and 2 is rails or locomotion. So this is, of course, Rough Trails horse from Fenares, where the weather is foggy, I think. So the adornment of the rays that come out from the center is the weather, and I think the strokes across it mean fog. There's a little bit of support for that in the Realm book that the foreman had outside. He also takes a guess that a similar sigil to this, actually, is indicating fog. And then finally, society. Those symbols tend to suggest that it is a martial society. Which I suppose would make sense if it, was originally created in a rebellion. Well, hello. International passport, a diplomatic pass, 455 FA 815112. Surname, Ribbon. Given name as Jean. Nationality, Arisian. Date of birth, and I believe that date of birth lines up with your date of birth on your birth certificate, because you are Mary, by the way. This is a fake passport. Date of issue and date of expiry. Your passport hasn't expired yet. This is an active passport. This is an active passport. Why is it here? Interesting. I mean, I guess I don't have to close it back up. I don't know if in future runs this will just be open and now the vault is more valuable because there's already an open room in it. I do hope that's the case, but I can't confirm it yet. All I have to do is head into the library and then I have dinner served. Ooh, coupon booklet. Save 1 on each purchase you make in the estate. I need more shops. So let's see, let's go to Reddington, Swimbird, Fixed Stars. Maybe this Fixed Stars copy is different to the Fixed Stars that we've seen, but I also haven't gotten the pump system user manual. This might give me information I otherwise don't have. This book is in the observatory, so I'm assuming it doesn't have any new information. I've already taken out the rest of them. So we'll take out APCW. I'm not getting beep 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 in this room, which means I'm more than comfy proceeding. The door is locked. Bookshop? Sorry? Weight room halves all of my... Actually, Weight room gives me the ability to continue moving, which is really important. And it does hold my steps, but I am about to get my steps back. I'll spawn that. Head back here. Eat a pizza. I'll stand if you have a furnace in your house. Not only do I not have a furnace, I'm unlikely to generate one without having to waste 10 footsteps to get there in the first place. Oh, broken lever. Hell yeah. Those are handy. Actually, those are handy, I presume. I still haven't gotten to use one. Oh, Chivas. Leads out in more direction. When drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 potential floor plans. Honestly, not that bad. I am about to proceed through a security door, though, so I'm going to redraw because I can. Vestibuli. Showroom luxury items for sale. I have money. Let me do it. Experiment successful. We've got 2 more ivory dyed. Luxury items for sale. Oh, yes. A master key opens all normal doors. Emerald bracelets. You do not have to pay the gem costs of floor plans. There's also the chronograph. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. You are more likely to draw time tomorrow rooms while drafting. And then finally, the silver spoon. When eating, wherever you gain steps from eating, gain twice that many steps. I'm going to get the silver spoon and the chronograph. Coupon booklet saves me 1. I wonder if I can join these with any... Oh, yeah, okay. They're all the same items. That's great. I wonder if I can join these with anything else in the... Interesting. That's not an Arajan symbol. Was slightly close, perhaps. I wonder if I can join these with other items in the workshop. Or if these are too unique. So that master key, the pattern on it is similar to the pattern... Oh, right, the pattern is Holly. Got it. So the pattern in the grotto is similar to Holly with the microchips. Locked here. I wouldn't have been able to afford the master key, right? It was 80. Yeah. Richer than my blood. So now my only possibility is... going all the way back around to the funeral parlor, proceeding through there, and then seeing if I can get anything additional. I expect that while I do that, I will run out of footsteps. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8? No. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so I'll have a couple of steps left at that point. That's fine. And still gives me the ability to go and visit the laboratory. No, it's not laboratory I'm trying to go to. It's the rotunda. So that I can access the workshop, so that I can check if any of our new items, but especially if the broken lever can be joined with anything, and it can indeed. Sledgehammer, battery pack, power hammer. Wait, it could join something else as well. What was it? Oh, it's a battery pack. And then it's expecting a sledgehammer as well. I imagine I might be able to get a power shovel, too, because the shovel also had shovel plus battery pack, and then it was waiting for another thing. But power hammer. What do you want to bet? That this is the... Because I couldn't understand how having the sledgehammer in the greenhouse did not allow us to break down the wall, which clearly is breakdownable. Perhaps you specifically need the power hammer. This is a run about contraptions. Yep. A stronger sledgehammer that will also break down weaker brick walls. Yeah. I'm going down to the foundation. We're going to crack open the weak wall. Also, it's worth noting, Silver Spoon, Chronograph, they were not offered to us in the... whatchamacallit? In the workshop, so you can't use those advanced items to create other items. Worth knowing, because that would be slightly tedious if I had to try and do. Now, it's time to insert a disc here. Gimme Nook upgrade, please. Ooh, storeroom. Storeroom with 2. Oh, okay. A second key, a second gem, or... 10 gold. I feel like gold is much more mutable than other things. Like, I've got gems that I have at the start of the run. I've got gold that I have at the start of the run. I don't have keys that I have at the start of the run. I scrap and struggle for keys for a little bit of time. I think I'll just take the key upgrade there as a safe hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're good. But I do want to go down to the foundation. And I have enough steps to do that, I think. I also haven't dug in this room yet, so I might even get more steps. Ordinary key. A few old coins. Oh, sorry, there was a bonus coin down there. And no more dig spots here, unfortunately. I think down here there's like one room transition, maybe? So I'll have to hot-foot it over that twice, but other than that, we'll be okay. Basement door is permanently unlocked because we already hit it with a basement key earlier. I'm ready for you. Get down. Yeah, that's another room transition. I expected that might be the case, but I did it anyway. Oh, because there's info. Yeah! Patent number 68642, Scripps and Rudford Mining Co. Patent for high-pressure condenser. Application was filed on December 10th, 1915. Figure 1, high-pressure condenser. Streamline to the high-pressure condenser down to the remote power box. Yep. So this is a hint in the direction of how I would open the red room downstairs. But I've already done that. Because they look red. They're both red, so... what else could it have done? Scripps and Rudford Mining Company, Excavation Department, Foreman's Log 2809. I believe this is the second latest of the logs that we've gotten.
Excavation process is going smoothly and crew spirits are higher than they've been in previous weeks. I believe this increase in morale is no small part due to the installation of a boiler, which has honestly been a godsend. We now have steam power and no longer have to rely on raw muscle to scrape by and heave at the clay like dogs. The new steam-powered hoists and winches are fully operational, and we've been able to unearth over 5 times as much sediment per shift as we'd been previously excavating.
Oh, wait. It gets those too. Is there anywhere else where there's just planks blocking our way? Oh, I can't think of one. But with this, I now have the ability to enter the building without... Oh my god, I haven't even made my outer room yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh boy. I think I have to choose between making an outer room or continuing the run. I mean, continuing the run, realistically, it's just one more space in the funeral parlor I'm currently capable of opening. Can I break a box with this? I don't want to give up my shovel. Code check's right there, baby. You don't gotta give up your shovel if you don't want to. I can. Oh, would it be the... Damn it. I think I should put something else in, like the chronograph or the silver spoon. No. I don't want to. All right. I can't think of anywhere else where I do need to bash things down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, I can get to the blank space, but unless the blank space specific, I think I have 2 rerolls. I think I can get that blank space to give me food, in which case I'll be able to also do the code check and also go back outside. That is what I'm going to try and do. I recognize that there is risk involved in that. I am still going to do it. I'm just going to cross my fingers tightly whilst I do. Apples are so delicious today. If only I had one. Oh, I bet an apple would taste so good right now. Gems are in the back box. Blank. Gems are in the box with a statement. Okay. So, left to right. If this is true, then this is ambiguous. See, the thing is, this could be true or false, I believe. Right? I think if something's blank, it's either you can't prove it to be true or false. There's no statement there, which means that one of the other two has to be true and one of them has to be false. The gems are in the black box. If that's true, then the black box says the gems are in a box with a statement. That would also be true, which means they can't both be true. So if this is false, the gems are in a black box. And then this is true, the gems are in a box with a statement, it has to be in the blue box. And then... Oh, drafting studio is also a good way to end your... Freezer! Freezes your accounts! Give me money and gold! Money and gold amounts will not reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. And also, I would get to check out the freezer for the first time. The temperature is actually getting... Wait. Lower? Higher? What's happening? Not for staff use, that says. Oh, I need to heat this up somehow. Oh! Another thing that the sledgehammer got there. I'm so pleased. Oh, but I can't just break those. Oh, there's so many resources in this room. An upgrade? No, I can't use it. Maybe I shouldn't have picked it up. I don't know if it would stay there. What's Denny Ravine sound like? The network servers are finally out of cold storage. Or at least as many as we could fit in the surrounding walls of the grotto off of the East Drive. The last few days have been very busy, but I'm glad I was able to take a short break from gardening to help Randolph install the network. It was, after all, the least he could do, since it was I who suggested the final location. We decided we're gonna store the 2 unused servers here in Mount Holly's freezer. They should serve as readily accessible replacements should any of the primary consoles fail. Denny Ravine. Admin key REVA. Is that a D? Reval? Revad? Oh, Reva D. Right. Denny Ravine, Reva D. Got it. Well, first off, we also now have that information for the grotto, which I'm over the moon about. How can I warm... How do I turn off cooling a freezer? Oh, the thawing things. Wait, cooler unaffected. Because he mentions Randolph, and Randolph is the one who ran the experiment on thawing temperatures in the lab. But maybe I have to power the room and then unpower it or something like that? I don't really understand what's going on with that. Big key. Looks like a prism key stuck in there. This one is a letter. It says, then Thor only in the case of my death. Thor only in the event of my death. So that's a message from Sinclair. Oh, looks like there's a pawn in this room as well. Cool. And I think we've just got to be happy with what we've got here. It is really sad that I'm going to be leaving that disc. Can I quickly run fast enough to get out of the... Let me do it. No! I mean, for what it's worth, though, tomorrow morning I have the ability to... pretty immediately check something. Oh, we've got a symmetrical house! A baronial manor. We visited 4 new rooms. We managed to freeze a bunch of resources to take with us into tomorrow, which is going to make tomorrow very easy. The amount of additional gems, especially that we're taking into that day. And then we also now have the ability to approach the grotto with the admin key, which I imagine gives us the ability now to use a terminal before we go into the building, so we can even set up our science experiments early. I'm so excited about it, I forgot to outro the episode. My name's Rhapsody. Special thanks this episode to Dyla. Hopefully y'all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see y'all next time.